Hey friends, it's Tiff back again for Monday, and today I am working in this book journal. Yum yum. I made this journal from a class from Nellie Wortman, and she makes the most delicious layered journals that I really enjoy. And so I decided I am pretty close to finishing this one up, so I just wanted to do a little flip through and kind of decide what pages I wanted to work on. And I thought I was going to do this one, but I already had some collage and stuff done, so I was like, well, let me go ahead and just do kind of like a basic page that's just an eco diet and some coffee. And I really wanted to do just like a let loose abstract Tiff style journal. But y'all, a face came to play today. I wasn't looking for it. I have just been excuse me. Everything I've been doing. I see a face right now where I just glued that collage bit. I never saw him. He's got like a big old nose in the coffee there. Never saw it until I started laying stuff down, and I actually ended up finding a face in another part of the page, but I really tried to avoid her, and she just kept making eye contact, so I finally had to do it. So I am dancing as normal. That is one of the things that I really enjoy, is kind of loosening up and doing some random dance parties every once in a while. And then I'm using some of my earth dyed washi tape there just because I had the earth dyed eco print on the other side, just kind of bringing those two pages together. And then I'm going in with my silicone tool here, catalyst tool, to put a little gesso. I've collaged some random giblet papers that were down. Going in directly with some of the colors that were on that piece. And that piece that I glued down was actually a copy of one of my index cards that I did last year. I did the index card a day. And so I just had that close by. So I thought, hey, why not? We'll use some of the colors that were on that index card and kind of bring it over into the rest of the page. And then I also wanted to use some of this nickel azo gold, which was also in that index card, just to kind of let it play off of each other. And I'm trying to see if I see the face yet. I do not see her. I see a little bit of her just because I know where to look. But here in just a second, you're going to see a face just pop out of nowhere. So I'm taking my Lyra Graphite soluble, water soluble big crayon, and I'm just slivering off a little bit, getting some of the shavings off, and just kind of allowing it to move and groove across the page, adding some nice like colors and contrast and grunginess. And then I dried it with my heating tool, and then I decided it needed a pop, just a pop of Reflex Rose. When in doubt, grab yourself some Reflex Rose, because it is awesome. And yeah, I don't know, it just makes my pages just pop and come together and come to life. And I really could have stopped here. I could have stopped here. I could have said, okay, it's good to go, and been fine. But I didn't. I kept going. I wanted to add some yellow, some happy colors, some brightness. We're in spring now, so I just wanted to kind of use some happy colors to really just ignite that in the page. And I'm just using that same paintbrush, and very messy, like I'm going around and just kind of letting it do its thing. And now I'm going to come back and, I'm going to take the skewer with some of the gesso just to push some of those colors back just a hair on the page. And I'm using a skewer opposed to the palette knife just because I think it's an interesting mark making tool if you have one available. And here I finally give in to her. And I could see her just hanging out there, her nose, her eye, her mouth. I kept trying to avoid her, and then as the paint dried, I was just like, golly, I guess she has something to say. So I'm going to go ahead and let her hop on in here and say hello to y'all, because she would not leave me alone. So I had that right side of the face that was kind of really speaking to me, and like I could see it really well, and then the other side of the face I couldn't really make it out. So I am going to have to kind of use my imagination and allow it to kind of tell me what she wants to say. And so I'm using, at first I started out with a micro uniball pen, and then I moved to a Stabilo All. And I'm going in here with the Stabilo All White just to see if I can bring some highlights to her face, let her pop just a tiny bit from the background, and kind of just pulling her to the surface. Going back in here with a little more of the Stabilo White, just making some silly cheek marks, deciding if I'm going to cover her eye up, which is kind of one of the things that I do quite often. And just kind of deciding. I kind of like the bold colors with the black and white polka dots. So I decided I was going to make her a little garment, a little dress, a little blouse to go along with everything today. And plus, when you add fabrics, it just adds this extra pop. Pop to everything. The textures, you feel it, you can see it peeking out. So I ended up just going in with just another eye there, and then taking her into some messy hair, just kind of letting it tell me what it wants to do here. And I thought she would be fun with like some really big funky earrings, because I don't know, she just looked like she needed some big funky earrings. And so I'm just letting it kind of guide the way around here. And I'm just tinkering with the blouse at the bottom just to see how it works. And then I decided to go in with some matte gel medium, and I'm going to glue this blouse down her little top. Cut her out a little neckline. She's feeling fancy. And then I decided, because she was really just, it was so much, like the background was so much, there was so much data that my eyes were trying to capture all at the same time, that I wanted to kind of dim down her face a little bit using some of the white gesso, just to kind of bring her out just a touch, but to also calm it down so you could see some of the facial features a little bit better. And I also realized that her hair was kind of non-existent, so it was fading into the background as well. So what I'm doing is taking some black gesso. Black paint would work just fine here, and I'm going around with that same paintbrush, and this is when the magic happened. She all come together, her attitude, everything was amazing. So if you're interested in learning how to do some messy faces, I do have a class called Soulful Reflections, where lots and lots of people have taken it and really surprised themselves that they actually could draw a face. And I truly believe that everybody is capable. It takes a little bit of practice, but I give you the tools and the skills that you can do to make it happen. So I appreciate you being here on this beautiful Monday. I hope that you are well and enjoying your week. And if you would, click the subscribe button. I still have a long way away to make my goal at 20,000 before my birthday. But if you would, just let me know your thoughts on today's video. I did find in my giblets, I found a little saying that says, I can and I will, watch me. And I thought it was perfect for what this chick was telling me today. So I'm just going to glue it down ever so simply and add 2 pieces of polka dot washi tape and going to call it good. Now, I really, really, really love you being here. So if you would leave me a comment and tell me something good that's going on in your life. And until next time, y'all, toodaloo.